Hey everybody, what is up? My name is Martin and welcome to AAA Digest. So yet another Cyberpunk 2077 video, and let's get right to it. No 2-minute monologues are needed. Let's get right to the point of the video. So romance options, origin stories, confirmed minigames, and more. Alright, so let's discuss the first option, which is romance in Cyberpunk 2077, as Night City offers a plethora of potential candidates for V, ranging from heterosexual relationships to homosexual relationships. Although unlike specific games, characters won't simply throw themselves at the main character, as choices matter, and based on your actions in Night City, specific characters that were once options may decide you're not exactly compatible considering your personality. Now, quoting the lead quest designer, Pal Sasko, I always butcher these names. I'm sorry, CD Projekt Red, I love you, but got your names. So, quote, side characters won't fall for V in every scenario though. When something is not right, they may choose friendship over a romantic relationship. The sexual orientation of a given NPC also plays a role in such interactions. So when our Cyberpunk 2077 journey begins, we'll have the option to choose which gender V is attracted to. So there will be gay, bi, and straight characters throughout Night City. Now, we won't be offered an in-game choice that determines this, like selecting heterosexual or homosexual at the beginning of the game. From what I've gathered, it's just your own personal preference and what you personally think suits V. So in terms of relationships and romances, the game will offer many one-night stands, some short-term and long-term relationships that are similar to The Witcher 3 that demanded full commitment, as in the game if you attempted to romance two major characters, it really backfired later in the game as they kind of figured it out. So number 2, minigames. So the confirmed minigames thus far are the hacking minigame used to unlock doors, hack turrets, cyberwire and people, and so on. A shooting range that allows V to work on her firearm skills, and street races that provide V with some street cred and cash prizes, and finally some martial arts competitions or fighting. The developer wasn't exactly specific there, but a fighting minigame will be available to the player. And obviously CD Projekt Red are hiding a massive minigame. We're probably going to see something on the level of Gwent. Maybe not a card game, but at that standard at least. Number 3, origin stories. Now, I mentioned in a previous video regarding life paths, which allows us to choose from different backgrounds for our character V, Nomad, Corporal, and Street Kid. Each will affect our playthrough in minor and major ways with unique dialogue options, missions, and the introduction of different characters. Although during an interview with VG247, quest designer Paul Sasko yet again stated the player in Cyberpunk 2077 can create a custom character that has one of 3 origin stories that we call life paths. You can be Nomad, Corpo, or Street Kid, and each of the life paths has a different starting location and story background that are strongly connected with the origin story. So we will have a unique starting point based on your life path choice. So similar to Dragon Age Origins, which I mentioned before, in which the first 30 minutes to an hour of your playthrough will be an origin story for our character before the actual prologue, which I personally love. I've been waiting for a game to follow suit from Dragon Age in that regard, so this makes me happy. Number 4, clothing and cyberware will impact stats. So similar to cybernetics and mods having a benefit to stats, clothing will also make minor and major impacts to your character's stats and attributes. So a cool jacket won't be solely cosmetic. It may make you faster, do more damage with power weapons, or increase your street cred levels. So with the combination of clothes, your chosen skill points, attributes, and cybernetics, you seriously have a lot of different outlets to tailor your character to your specific playstyle. And in regards to augmentations and cybernetics, a full human playthrough is not possible, although you can complete the game with only 2 augmentations which are forced during the prologue, which are the Kyorashi Eye and the hand grip. And number 5, I shouldn't tell you this, but the Tell Motel shown in Cyberpunk's E3 trailer is completely run by artificial intelligence. It is often used by Night City's fixers and shady characters as a place to discuss their future plans, to form temporary partnerships, or place hits on established characters throughout Night City. Number 6, Delmain. So this is a taxi service within Night City that provides what you typically expect from modern day taxis: reckless driving and an unwanted opinion that you have to do your best to ignore. Yet the Delmain taxi service offers a combat mode, and during an interview at E3 it stated that when one of these taxis are called for you, V will actually sign a verbal contract and will then be under Delmain's protection from outside threats, which we see a little example of during the E3 trailer. But yeah, that is it for this Cyberpunk video. I wanted to kind of grab some random stuff and throw it all into a video. And there are plenty more videos coming. I'll be back tomorrow at 6 PM GMT with another. And what do you guys think of the idea of origin stories within Cyberpunk? I think it adds some extra replayability and allows us to get more immersed and invested into our character's backstory, so I'm excited. And what I would love to see through updates or DLC is CD Projekt Red adding extra life paths and origin stories into the game. That would be pretty cool. But as always guys, thank you so much for watching. For more content like this, stay tuned here on AAA Digest. Catch you later guys. Bye bye.